What's happening? Welcome to the Middlesbrough vlog. Me and Frank just heading down in the car. Make sure if you're tuning in to this vlog, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, comment, subscribe, do your thing, and I hope you're all enjoying these vlogs. It's going to be a good one, so enjoy. We're heading down to the Longlands Club in Middlesbrough for a sold out show tonight of 220 people, which has been sold out for a week, and we're looking forward to it. You've done it before, haven't you?
Yeah, we've done it before. We've done 2 nights there about 8-9 months ago, and it was brilliant. It was great. So we're really looking forward to going back there and seeing Mick from the Longlands Club. Another mate of mine, Peter Kenny, good scouser, that's living up there now. That met a bird and he's settled up there. The northeast and Liverpool, very similar people, really.
They say Middlesbrough's not the northeast, you know.
Well, what is it?
I don't know. People keep saying it's not the northeast to me online. Yeah. But anyway, we're heading down to Middlesbrough. We did two sold out shows last time when the video went viral. We are heading down to do 1 sold out show tonight, and it's just going to be a great one. I'm looking forward to it. Then we're doing Sunderland tomorrow night, and it's just the people down here are brilliant, aren't they? People
they're great. They're good people, and Hartlepool, Middlesbrough, Stockton, all around that area, you know, Spennymoor, Bishop Auckland, everywhere is Sunderland, where we are tomorrow. They're fantastic people. They've got a good sense of humour. They're not kind of like aggressive with it, you know. They'll take an awful lot of stick off you, which really plays into my hands with the act that I've got being kind of over the top. I want to pick on people, and sometimes I pull back a little bit if I think they're kind of like sensitive.
Continue to follow M62 towards.
See you when we get there.
Yeah, in the Holiday Inn. And the Holiday Inn Middlesbrough, is it?
Yeah, Middlesbrough Centre.
So that's fantastic, and gonna get a bath and a shower, get a shave, bit of a relax, and we'll be out early tonight to Longlands. So we'll when we get to the club or on the way there, we'll get on you later. You getting the story?
Just arrived in Middlesbrough. Frank's taking the stairs because he's frightened of lifts, so I'm meeting him in the reception. Arrived in Borough at the Holiday Inn Express, and a bit of a weird one, to be honest. Staying in places all over the country when you go travelling, which we have done for the last 14 months or so, you get to see loads of different hotels and what places are like, and some places brilliant and expensive, some places shitholes. You're not really asked as long as you're central to somewhere and it's nice and clean. And to be honest, this place, 45 quid a night, right? Not that glam, but very, very, very clean. Boss, to be honest with you. Nice and chilled. Frank will be made up that he's got a telly, but probably moaning that he hasn't got a bath, which he buzzes off having a bath. And you know what? Sound this made up. Let's go and find out what Frank thinks of it. I think it's great. What do you reckon?
Sound, it's alright. It's got I prefer a bath. There's a shower, but that'll do, it'll be okay. I'm just gonna like watch the telly for a bit and start getting ready.
Sound? Where are we going?
We're going down the stairs. I still haven't got over my nervousness about lifts and things. Don't forget, when we were in Belfast, was that the Holiday Inn we stayed in Belfast? Stayed in the Holiday Inn in Belfast.
Hilton in Belfast.
Hilton in Belfast, and a fucking lift got stuck. How can that happen to me, someone who's like scared of lifts and aeroplanes and things? Like when we were flying into Tenerife, they had like weeks and weeks of being hypnotised, and it was okay on the plane going over. When we come into land, we had to abort the landing, something went wrong, so just fuck that. Yeah, let's get on the stairs.
So on the way down, we're going to meet our support comedian tonight, a lad called James Kilvington. He's a local lad, and he hasn't been a comedian for that long, and he was a bit frightened, a bit wary about how to go about it and start up, but Frank helped him out with a few messages, and we're going to go see him now. Frank, what's he like before we go meet him? What's he acting like on the phone?
Well, he's a little bit nervous, you know. I mean, he's only a kid to me, isn't he? He hasn't been doing it long, and we all have to start somewhere. But I'm going to say to him, he's under no pressure tonight. If he just goes out and enjoys it, does his thing, even if he does 15 minutes, that'll do, 20 minutes. He's not under pressure. You know, I'm the one that everyone's coming to see. I'm the one that's got to produce the goods and do an hour and a half or whatever it is. But I'll do it. I'm confident. It's the Frankie Allen night. He's supporting me, no disrespect to him. You know, he's got like his whole life ahead of him. He can do it, you know, he's got to go on. He can do his thing, his material, trying different things out. It might not work, but he's a lovely lad, so we're going to try and help him. Me and Will going to help him all we can tonight and make sure he goes down great. So keep your fingers crossed for James.
What's happening, mate? You okay?
I'm just saying to James, I was kind of like, how old are you, Jim?
29.
Yeah, well,
Same age as me.
same age as Will.
Just a bit better looking, that's all.
Bit better looking. Well, whatever it was, 20 years ago, 25 years ago. I came here, I was only James's age, and there was a pub called The Navigation Inn. Now, a friend of mine, John Green, who's a great lad, he used to run it. I believe he's not there now. I'm going to try and find out where he is while I'm in Middlesbrough.
Boxer John Green.
Boxer John Green,
yeah.
And he's a good lad, John. I'm not sure if he's retired or what he's done, but The Navigation was rough as fuck. I mean, I was on there, the night I was on, somebody got an axe in the back of the head in the other room, but not the room I was in, you know, it was great. And I stayed in a hotel, because I've done a couple of nights there, and it was on Park Road, is it?
Yeah.
Park Road, yeah. And it was £8 a night, you know, so great. That was 1988.
Just got a little steak. Jay, what are you on?
I don't even know what it is, but it looks nice. I know it's a steak, but I don't know what type of steak it is.
Frank, what are you having?
I'm having a burger, looks lovely. And burger and fries. I'm always trying to kind of, you're always saying I don't eat anything, so I'm eating this in front of you on film, so you know I'm not starving myself.
But all else you've had today is this cheese spread on toast.
Alright. Let me eat my fucking dinner.
Finished up, what did you think?
Had a great evening meal here, it was great sound and lovely people there. And isn't it weird? The waiter, Paul Hogg, works here. He's a Liverpool lad and living around the corner from where I used to live. I didn't know him, I just spoke to him, he knows a lot of people that I know. And Dave Ford, who's a very good friend of mine in Liverpool, my mate, he knows, he's a Wavertree lad and he knows his family, so it's strange, you know, you come all the way up here 200 miles and you're bumping into people from around the corner. So great, yeah.
Almost to the Longlands Club, looking forward to it?
Onwards and upwards. James is on form, so he's going to smash it tonight.
Smash it tonight.
And he's a former boxer, so any trouble tonight, James is going to help us out on the stage, knocking everyone out.
Let's go.
That's not with me breath. I'm going to take it in the sexy Citroen Berlingo.
Yeah, but don't forget,
You know you've made it. You know
he's got a Beamer, so you know
Beamer
he's
as
done
well.
very well. He's doing great.
You know you've made it when you've got a paid off Berlingo.
You know you've made it when you've got a paid off Berlingo.
Hey!
Yes, the boys.
Club's fucking shite.
Alright, mate.
Frankie, you alright, mate?
How are you, mate? You're looking well.
See
You look
ya.
great.
Yeah, thank you. And you?
That's nearly everybody at the borough now.
So Frank, can you introduce Mick to everyone?
How do you mean to everyone?
Introduce them to the vlog.
Oh yeah, people on the vlog, didn't know you're doing the vlog. Yeah, this is Mick from the Longlands Club, London Longlands Club. I think he owns the Longlands, I don't know what the story is, but he's Mr. Longlands. And we were here for the first time last year, done 2 shows, fantastic, both sold out. And great crowd here, fantastic crowd. I remember when we were here last year, there was a fella sitting here, pissed, it's an Irish fella, but he fucked off, he got thrown out. But the rest of them are fantastic. And looking forward to tonight, sold out again, going to be a great night.
Brilliant.
So, yeah, and we've got James on his support.
And Mick's hooked us up with James, and
definitely.
he's been using James on a couple of shows.
Middlesbrough's next up and coming comedy star.
Isn't he?
I've heard
Things to come for James. So
I've not seen him, but I've heard from a few people. He's a great comic. So, and as you say,
These are all going to look like a pack of assholes when I die on my ass tonight.
well, you won't. And he's an ex-boxer. In case anyone approaches the stage, bang bang, he'd be gone.
1, 2.
Hello, good evening, how is everyone alright?
Hey!
So we've got one person, absolutely brilliant, fantastic. Yeah, sound that, isn't it?
Frank made up with the sound?
Yeah, the sound's great. As I say, we're always the early bird, get there early, test everything out, the sound engineer's here, and the lights, get it all sussed out, so that then when the crowd and you're not running around the stage making yourself look embarrassed, you know, so no, it's all sussed out, it's all great.
Frank, what's it looking like? Have you had a look?
I haven't really had a look, so I don't know. Presume there's plenty in now, is there?
Yeah, smashed. Like there's 200 in now.
So it's only up to you when you think we should start.
We'll start at about 8 o'clock, that's cool. Get Jay on first. Already, yeah?
I'm not sure what time it is now. 10 minutes, yeah.
Sound. Looking forward to it?
Yeah, I could just do a drink or something really well, you know, we have no drinks in here.
Sound.
Sort of cocoa.
What have you and Jay been having a good catch up in the back?
Well, we've been talking about boxing, and just, this is a strange thing, when comedians, when I met Bobby Ball, you know, Cannon Ball, a few years ago for the first time in his club in Rochdale Braces, when I met other comedians, Bob Monkhouse, Roy Brown, Chubby Brown, when I met Roy for the first time, all comedians talk about is the worst gigs that they've had. And when you're together with another comic, you just laugh your head off, it's hilarious. So Jim was telling me about some bad places he'd been to. I was saying, well, I've had a worse one than that. He's saying, well, you won't believe this one. This is what happened. And I was saying, well, I never got paid, he got booed off, threw off the stage. And when you get comics like that all together, all they speak about is bad gigs, it's strange. But when you're together, you kind of feed off each other and it becomes very funny.
Jay? So is that what's been happening, mate?
Alright, he's just been putting that on me there, said he got stabbed years ago, which is nice for me to think of before I go out there. So hopefully tonight I won't get stabbed. That'll be a positive if I don't get stabbed.
So yeah, we're going to get the coffees and I'll speak to you in a bit.
Well, it's looking great. I think there's 200 people out there now. James is making his debut on our shows. For everyone I've spoken to, and I've seen his videos, he's great. So hopefully we'll work with him a lot more after tonight. And 10 minutes he's on stage. But he's a local lad, and he knows all the areas. He knows how to approach him. He's just been telling me a joke here, which is very funny. So keep your fingers crossed. I think he'll storm it.
Looking forward to it, Jay?
Yeah, I can't wait, mate. Just want to get out there. I'm like a caged tiger.
Good stuff. 10 minutes time, mate. Let's go. I'm just with Peter here, fellow Scouser, doing the music tonight, aren't you?
You know.
And he's seen Frankie with us last year.
Fucking boss.
And James is on tonight. And what were you saying, James?
Kilvo, gonna be the best new comedian up in the borough, also across the country. He's fantastic. He's got loads of boss crack and he's class. Watch this space, James Kilvington comedy.
Nice one. 2 minutes before Mick goes on. Before James goes on, sorry Mick, what do you reckon he's going to smash it?
Yeah, I think he's going to do really well tonight. Obviously, new set, good material, watch his space.
Nice one. See you in a minute, we're going to kick the show off. How's he getting on?
He's doing very well, he's done great, James. He's a good comic. Loads of confidence for a young lad. And, he's going down very well. Very pleased. Good lad.
Thank you very much.
Lads and ladies, give it up for James Kilvington! Jay, how did you find it, mate?
Yeah, mate, the crowd loved it. Great, absolutely fantastic. Great crowd out there. I'm sure Frankie will absolutely smash it because they're just loving it, they're loving the crack. Love a bit of bad language as well, which is great, always great.
What do you think, Frank?
Thought he'd done very well, and you know, before he went on, we said he was a local lad, but we were trying to tee him up a little bit. Very difficult, it's very hard, it's twice as hard when you're local, you're working in your hometown. I know that with working in Liverpool, you know, it's very hard working in your hometown because you're seeing people you might have gone to school with, or, you know, relations, relatives and whatever, people next door neighbours, so it's very hard. Just another dimension, another like kind of a strain on you when you're working locally. You know, if you work middle of Scotland, you have a bad time. No one in your street knows, nobody around you knows, none of your friends know. But, you know, you work a couple of miles away from your own house, you have a bad time, you can talk in a fucking parish, so you've got to be careful. But no, it was excellent, and he done very well under that kind of added strain that he was working locally. I'm very confident, his timing was very good, and can't fault him, you know.
For someone who's been doing it since January, what would you say about that?
He's got enormous potential, and nice guys, lovely lad Jim, brilliant comedian, very recommend him to anyone and everyone.
Yes, mate. So what are you up to now? Are you going for a drink or are you chilling out?
I'm going to chill out, I'm going to watch Frankie. I love watching him anyway, so I'm going to watch Frankie.
Have you ever seen Frank live before?
I've never actually seen him live, but I've seen quite a few videos of him. And obviously I've always followed him since the viral video, obviously years and years ago, when the viral video went viral. But he's great, and I've then obviously googled him, YouTubed him, done everything with him. Do you know what I mean? I don't fancy him at all.
Well, one thing I will say about you, plenty of energy. Some comics go on the kind of under a cloud, where they go on and if they're not getting any laughs, they kind of retreat into themselves a little bit and go, here's another one you won't like. But Jim was very good, and he just carried on. When he wasn't getting big laughs, didn't bother him, still confident, carried on, like the boxer he is. If you're making an analogy with the boxing ring, let's say he knocked him out in the 5th.
Mick's just come in. Mick made a prediction before it. What do you think, Mick?
Yeah, I think it was great. Obviously, loads of crowd participation, people enjoyed it, big laughs like Frankie said, and the only way is up now, I think.
Good stuff. Let's have it. Frank, let's go.
Yeah, we're going on in a minute, and you know, Jim's a hard act to follow even for me, but I'm up for it. And later on, we'll go back to the hotel, we'll have a couple of drinks, and got to stay here for a while anyway. You know, it's lovely to see Mick. Lovely to see Peter Kenny, a good scouser, good mate of mine who lives up here now. So they're a great crowd, made some energy for me, and let's go for it. Sorry your house burned down.
Just finished the first half at Middlesbrough. What did you think?
Thought we were a fantastic crowd, and you know, they were kind of like trying to make an analogy, like an early 90s pub crowd, you know, up and down the UK, where they've been drinking. I think these have been drinking for a while, but very appreciative and laughing like hell. They were a fantastic, brilliant crowd, and I'm looking forward to going back on in the second half. They like you picking on people in the crowd, you know, picking on the little people and whatever, you know, people with glasses, and he just loved it. No harm in it. It was great, fantastic, and great people around here in Middlesbrough. Looking forward to it in the second half.
And Jay's just come in. Jay, first time you've seen Frankie live tonight?
Yeah, it was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. You know, he handled all the crowd well as well. You know, people giving him a back hard, people were wanting to give him a back hard, but they just got put straight back down and put in the place. Just what everyone's paid to see, isn't it? The UK's most feared comedian.
That's what it's all about, isn't it? So, good to be back in Bury.
I love Middlesbrough, you know, they're smashing people, and I just said on the stage there, you know, it's great really. People say the PC snowflakes, don't say this, don't say that. People aren't bothered about whether you think you're a misogynist or a sexist. You just want to have a fucking laugh, and it's something that we've lost in this country now, where the PC brigade were afraid to say this and afraid to say that. Or, you know, picking on people, they fucking loved it, and they're laughing along with you. So looking forward to the second half. It's going to be great.
And there's just another scout. We're in Bury, but in this room now, how many scouts to Bury ratio is there?
Well, we've got like, must be like 3 million to 1. Peter Kenny's here.
Yay!
A good,
fantastic again, Frankie.
Good Scotland Road lad, and here he is. What's going on? And he's met a bird, moved up here. He's never lost his accent though. He's dead Scouse, and I think you know, he was in Liverpool. He came down for Father's Day, and we were on the R&A club in Liverpool.
Oh, it's good.
And sorry I didn't know, because he could have come along as our guest. Because he's a smashing lad. And he could have, next year he can come with his dad, hopefully, so that'd be great, you know.
100%. Fantastic show again, as usual, lads.
Yeah, it was alright, mate.
You, the old Bury lad over there, Kilvo.
Cheers, buddy.
Shite. I'm sorry, it was alright.
He was good, mate, he was brilliant.
No, do you know what? He's one of the boys, he's fantastic, he's up and coming. Look out for him. Jay Skilvington comedy. Quality.
I've just had a photograph there of someone I said I'm going to a photo with you, so I'm catching up. I've had my first.
Catching up, mate.
You've done very well. It was me.
Yeah, you've done very well.
It was only Dad.
Fuck off, you dickhead. Hey, you little twat, I'll fucking turn you in. You toothless cunt, fuck off. Fuck off, get back to Sunderland. Probably coming down there kicking off your dick. Fuck off, you four-eyed twat. Oh, you take them off, I'll fucking break the thing, mate. Yeah, we just take a short break while the fill this dickheads in. By the way, if these two kick off, who's with me? What were you saying, knobhead? Fuck off, you prick. You fucking nonce. When you go down south, people say, he's got no fucking glove. I said, no, it's fucking south. Fucking disabled dwarf thing enough. Ladies and gentlemen, all the lads in here, you never know when you might see each other again. Some of the lads here might be in fucking Spain, in a bar somewhere. You know, somebody might be kicking off on you, but I'll always fucking back you up. Fucking Middlesbrough, fucking sound, all the best.
Guys and ladies, give it up for Frankie Allen! Middlesbrough, you've been absolutely fantastic. Have you all enjoyed ourselves? Frankie, 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 Frankie. Listen, Frank, I think, do you want more? What do you reckon, Frank? Should we give them more? Give it up for Frankie Allen!
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be honest with you, the stuff that I've got left is just for the lads, so the girls don't want to listen, you have to fuck off. All the best, Middlesbrough.
Middlesbrough, get on your feet and give it up one more time for the UK's most speaking idiot, Mr. Frankie Allen! Middlesbrough, you've been fantastic, thank you so much! Just finished off. I couldn't get any footage of the photos and stuff or any of the people after the show because it was like a mob. So I'll ask Frank what he thought of it. What did you think?
Well, every show we do seems to get better and better. I'm not just saying it. I mean, we've had similar receptions at different places, but tonight, especially with James on, giving kind of a local feel to it. It was fantastic, you know, brilliant. Jay was great, just complimented me. I've had the same similar reaction in a lot of places, you know, with regards to laughter and stuff. But I mean, the pictures just did not end. I didn't get fed up with it, but tired, you know. People going around twice, 3 times, 4 times, right down the other end of the club. Just must have been, what do you reckon? 45, 50 minutes or something?
Yeah, about an hour.
About an hour, yeah. An hour. People queuing for an hour for ticket, for pictures. You know.
Jay, first time seeing Frank live tonight. First of all, let's ask you that question before we talk about anything else. What do you think of Frankie live tonight?
Brilliant, fantastic. Honestly, I'm not just saying it's fantastic. I had everyone in his hands laughing from start to finish. No one, do you know what? I stood at the back. No one realised I stood near the back. And people were crouched down running to the toilets because they didn't want him to catch me. It was absolutely fantastic. I tortured some of them.
And Jay, tell us about how you thought your performance was and how you enjoyed it.
Loved it, you know, got the crowd going, loved it. At first I was a little bit nervous because you've got to remember I messaged Frankie in January. That was my 14th gig, and there's not many people who came through that fast. Like Frankie will tell you himself, not many people who are getting paid gigs. I mean, I've been getting paid from my 4th gig, but this is the biggest gig I've done yet. And it was a lot of pressure on me because obviously when you've got someone there who you've watched, who sort of, I call it semi-famous, he's nearly just about famous. And he's watching you, you're thinking, fucking hell, is he going to like me, or are the crowd going to like me? And you know, went down really well.
Brilliant. Enjoyed it?
Yeah, I've loved it.
Good crowd?
Yeah, everyone's saying to us, are we going out after, but we're both fucking knackered. I mean, he's just had about an hour of photographs. People are actually coming up with me and getting a photo.
You go back to the hotel for a drink or a coffee or something like that.
Yeah, if you want to have a chiller.
But in Sunderland tomorrow night.
Yeah,
looking forward to it, Jake.
Yeah, I can't wait to see them Mackhams and them Geordies.
Brilliant. So Frank, signing off, we're going to head back to the hotel. Tell everyone, what was the Longlands Club like at Middlesbrough?
Longlands were fantastic. We've done 2 nights here, was it last year?
Yeah.
And
different feel this year, or?
Not really, similar feel. I mean, to be honest with you, I think was it sold out last year?
First night was sold out, yeah.
Yeah, just the same. It just seemed to be busier somehow. I don't know how, don't know why. Yeah, but it's good to see Nick at the Longlands again, a good lad. Peter Kenny, good scouser. And on with Jay, met Jay for the first time tonight. Hopefully we'll work with him an awful lot in the future. Great lad and a good act. So it's just onwards and upwards, and things are getting better and better with the pictures and photographs. And looking forward to Sunderland tomorrow. It's going to be great.
Oh, Mick and Pete at the end of the night. Mick, how'd the night go, mate?
Yeah, it was a great night. Obviously Frankie smashed it as always. Yeah. James was really good.
One of a kind.
Absolutely stepped up to the mark. Yeah. And the only way is up for both.
That's the one. Peter, good night.
Unbelievable, Will. The best ever. You know the score, lads. It's fucking every time he's on, he smashes the fucking life out of it. Sorry about the swearing, guys, but yeah, he's
swear all you want.
One of a kind. One of a kind. You don't get anyone like him.
Yeah,
and when you do, it's me granddad, because that's what he reminds me of. My granddad was funny as fuck, just like Frankie.
Yeah, I'm the one. She said, "What you doing?" I said, "It's mine. I can wash it as fast as I like."
Back in the Holiday Inn, how did tonight go?
Tonight was fantastic and brilliant response from the crowd. So all it is now is just getting to that stage. We had a cup of coffee, something to eat. Now, Bobos when I get to bed. Got to get up in the morning before 12, have our breakfast, and off to Sunderland. So thanks to James for doing a great job tonight, and we'll meet up tomorrow. Jim's on the show with us tomorrow night as well. So great, thanks a lot, mate, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks.